What's up, kids? Gen Z, X, Y, millennials, apocalyptic motherfucker, whoever you are. I'm PG, I'm chillin', and in this video, I'm gonna do a tier list of the top rap songs based on the Billboard HOT 100 from the years 1986 to 2021. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby buddy. I've heard all of it. As always, feel free to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy this video, and feel free to leave your feedback and comments and thoughts in the comment section. So like I said, these were the top rap songs based on the end of year list for the Billboard HOT 100. So starting off with 1993 was Whoop, There It Is by Tag Team. I mean, this song is like, it's kind of neutral in a way that, I mean, you can play it at like, you know, family events, parties, weddings, whatever. It's a cool little song. I mean, people sing along to it, but I mean, if it's coming on the radio or if it just comes up on like a playlist or something, I'm probably going to skip it. But I mean, it's for what it is, it's cool. So I'm going to give it I'll put it in a B. In 2021, we had Mood by 24 Golden. Why you always in the mood? Look, you brand new. I'm not about to sing all these songs, but I mean, all of these are gonna be like borderline pop or in the pop realm because you know they're popular. Or else would they make that list? Yeah, again, cool to sing along to. The verses are whatever, forgettable. I mean, the song's okay. It's still fresh in my head. So, like I said, it's okay to me. I'll put it in the B category as well. Not crazy about it though. Speaking of crazy about it, we have 2003 was, I mean, this is a definitive one, In the Club. I mean, this song has aged like fine wine, club anthem, birthday anthem. Don't matter, you know, what kind of party or nightclub you play it at. Once the song hits, it's bumping. Everyone's singing to it. It's 20 years old. That's crazy. The song's 20 years old. And I think in 20 more years, it'll still hold its weight in gold. So kudos to you, Fitty. I'm putting In the Club in, that's an easy yes to me. The song's still a banger then. It's a banger now. It'll be a banger for the rest of my existence. Until I'm one of them apocalyptic motherfuckers. In 2006, we have Chameleonaire with Riding Dirty. And the song was spoofed, parodied by Weird Al and I'm sure a bunch of other people. I can't think off the top of my head, but anyway, the song is great. I mean, if this came on, I'm not changing it on the aux cord. I'm not skipping it for sure. And he had a big year in 2006. And a crazy fact, I'm sure some hip hop heads know this, but like that album, he didn't even swear, not one cuss word in it. The early 2000s and even 2006, a lot of great hit singles for hip hop. So I'm putting Riding Dirty. I'm gonna put that in the S tier as well. It's elite in this under these circumstances. In 1994, we had Salt and Peppa's. I had to like squint at it. I thought it was gonna be, you know, Push It, and it ended up being What a Man. What a man, what a man. Again, I'm not about to sing all these, but I mean, for this, I'm a man. I'm probably skipping this if it goes on the aux. It's not a bad song by any means, but this isn't for me. So yeah, again, if I'm not going out of my way to replay it, and I'm probably gonna skip it. So under this tier list, I'm putting it a D. Not a bad song. If it was really bad, I'd put an F, but it's not a bad song. It's just I'm not going back to it at all. 2000, we have Nelly, who I'm sure will be on here again. We have Nelly off of the Country Grammar album. If you wanna go and take a ride with me. I mean, this song is dope. Must be the money. Yeah. 2000 was a good year. I was 8, so there you go. That's my age. Go figure it out. Do the math. The song is great. Still an anthem in the whip, in the club, anywhere. The song is a banger. And again, it's on the Billboard for a reason because you can just sing along to it. Everyone knows the chorus. Even the verses are cool, somewhat memorable. So yeah, this is another one that's gonna go in the S. We got 3 S's right now. Just a great song. It's timeless. If it's timeless, bring in the S. 1990, we have Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby. What do we do with the OG Culture Vulture? Like I give a shit. I'm Lebanese, so whatever. I think he was kind of the first white rapper to really like, you know, hit it home, make it big, and chart. I feel strongly about it, or more strongly about it than Salt and Peppa's What a Man, but the verses are kind of Verses are kind of whatever. But it's cool, pun intended. So I'm gonna put a C. C for cool, whatever. In 1992, the year this man, this goat was born, we got Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. And yeah, the song's been what seems like it's been sampled to death. Club banger, just like those songs in S, even more so this one. You got people dancing to it. Definitely girls dancing to it, so I'm not putting it in an S, and I'm not like, again, this is just one of those, it's just one of those hits that it's gonna slap in the club setting, nowhere really else. So I'll put in B. B for Back. 1995, R.I.P. to Coolio, we have Gangsta's Paradise. This is a classic, and this is aged also like fine wine. Again, it's popular in meme culture now. I know for people who didn't know it until that point. They had that legendary performance also on Howard Stern. The song's just great. So, R.I.P. to him. Gangsta's Paradise is amazing. Again, something's timeless. Now he's in a gangsta's paradise. That's an S. Now we're on to 2016 with Panda by Designer. You know, sometimes I forget that the song exists until I hear Father Stretch My Hands Part 2, and then I remember that it exists. But when I play that song, I don't go back and play Panda. Now, for as dumb as this song is, and the lyrics are, and for a designer whose career obviously didn't blow up in the way that he'd or even we thought he would, because I thought he would go on to do more than this. And it's been what? Yeah, it's been 7 years since this came out. I like it in the way that it's meme worthy, but also still like a banger. I mean, you can't deny that the song does not slap in the car, or just does not slap in general. No matter how dumb and how pointless drivel that designer's saying. So because of that, I can't put it, honestly, I can't put it lower than a B. Panda. Next we have 1989, where I wasn't even a fetus yet. We have Tone Loc with Wild Thing. Honestly, I have to go to Spotify just to remember what this was. It's Again, this is I'm probably skipping this if it comes on the radio, or if it's on the aux from someone at any capacity. And you don't really hear it that much, even in like a club setting at all. So it gets tiresome too. It's forgettable. I mean, him just saying "Wild Thing" as the chorus doesn't really do anything for me. It's close to an F, but I'm just gonna put it as a D. I'm not going back to it. Who can forget 2018? Because I don't. And it was a big year for Drake, Scorpion album, and Drake's God's Plan. This was as far as his #1 hit singles go, and I guess pop songs go, I like this one. And the video that came with it was cool. Again, meme worthy, but that's Jersey Drake for you. So, and I mean, I wouldn't skip it. So, yeah, I think Drake gets the dub here. I'm not putting it in an S because I don't think it belongs in the same tier as those four up top. But I'll put God's Plan as an A. Who knows? Maybe down the road, years down the road, I'll put it as an S. But right now, I think a easy A. I like that for God's Plan. Next up is 2001 with Eve's Let Me Blow Your Mind. And yeah, actually, I could see why this would be a top song in that year. And it's a great song. It's obviously, I think people now know it as the beginning part, the sample for Central C's Doja. But I mean, like, the instrumental is great. It's actually, so far, I was gonna say, it's one of the better beats on this list, as far as Eve goes and her rapping. It's cool, you know. It's definitely a dynamic performance from her. Still smacks in the club today. I'm not gonna put an S category. I'll put an A. I mean, that beat is great. So yeah, it's great. It's a vibe. That's all I can say. It's an A. The College Days, 2015. Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. 1738. Man, he kind of what did he fell off, huh? Yeah, he had his two bangers and not much else from that point. But this song slaps. It's great. It came on a lot in parties and shit in school. So, man, honestly, if it came on the aux or someone bumped it now, I'd be cool with it. So, I'm gonna put Trap Queen in the A tier. Now we're on to 2009, and he will be on this list. Looks like 2-3 times. It's Flo Rida with Right Round. I mean, it's a bland. It's a bland like design club banger. Again, I don't really. You don't care what the guy's saying. I don't even remember what he says, to be honest with you. And it's all about the chorus, obviously, and even the I don't know who the singer is. The woman doing the background vocals. You spin like I think that chorus is annoying. Also, it's not even like you want one of these chart topping songs to at least have a catchy, memorable, and very enjoyable hook. That's not annoying. I think this hook's annoying, and I'm definitely skipping it. And it's not as classic as the two D's I have right here. Right round. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the more annoying I feel like the chorus is, and that's the whole point of a song like this. So I'm putting Right Round an F. Under these circumstances, in this list, yeah, this is an F. We go on to another one of his songs. We have Wild Ones for the year 2012. I don't find it as annoying as Right Round, and it's got a cool like I don't say dubsteppy, but like the beat to it I think is better than Right Round too. Yeah, again, there's nothing really to say for Flo Rida. He's kind of like another like Pitbull. Make the club banger, rap a little bit, and then you're supposed to have an amazing chorus for the song. So, it's kind of like fast paced, and then it kind of slows down when you get to the female's vocal leads. It's more interesting than Right Round, so I'll say that. I'll put Wild Ones I'll put it in C. You know what? Yeah. I'll put it in D, actually. D makes more sense. On to the year 2005, we have my dude Kanye West with Gold Digger. So according to Billboard, this is his biggest song, and to me it's not. But anyway, the Ray Charles sample, the Jamie Foxx vocals. Definitely, I mean, it got annoying. I got annoying more so because it got played to death. But I mean, a lot of these songs are in that same category. But I just remember this one vividly being played a lot on the radio before there was a Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. So I'm not gonna try and hold that against it because I gotta judge it for the song as it is. Not his best like banger hit single. At least the verses. I'll say this for Kanye. I mean, the verses are memorable. A lot of quotables in here. But something about that sample. It's not like it's not. I'm not too crazy about it, but it's still a good song. Yeah, I'll put it. It's hard not to remove the replay overplayed bias in here. I'll put it in B though. It'd be a high B, but I'm putting it in B. On to 2014, Iggy Azalea's Fancy. And Iggy's the worst part of the song. Just her accent, the way she raps. Chorus is great. The beat is great. And the beat was also used and sampled for Zendaya, that's his name. I'm a classic, man. That song's fire. That's one of the best parts about this song is that it opened the floodgates using that instrumental and for that song. So, I mean, it is catchy. I don't really care for Iggy Azalea at all. When the lead artist is like the worst part of the song, I can't justify putting it up here. So you know what? We're gonna put Fancy at put it in C. We'll leave it at that. Next is 1999 with Busta Rhymes, What's It Gonna Be? Featuring Janet Jackson. I'm actually surprised this would be 1999's chart-topping rap song, but I guess I'm sure Janet Jackson played a huge role in that. I mean, I like Busta Rhymes. He's always dynamic, of course, and she's great too. This song, I had to go back to it to be honest with you, and it's over 5 minutes long, and that's kind of, for a song that's supposed to be some sort of banger, club banger, and it's not that upbeat, and it's a bit too long. So yeah, I'm not crazy about it. So I don't have my old heads or whatever, Janet fans, all that stuff. This is just not for me. So it's not a bad song. Definitely not worse than it's not worse than Flo Rida's Right Round, but I'm kind of feeling the same way with that the Tone Loc and Salt and Pepper here. So I'm gonna put What's It Gonna Be in the D category. Next we have 1998 with Getting Jiggy With It by Will Smith. It's memorable. Na 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 na. Don't be embarrassed to rap and sing, Patrick. Yeah, I mean, there's some corny lines in there, obviously. I mean, we're talking about 1998 Will Smith here. We're talking about Fresh Prince, cuss-free rapping here. So, I mean, it's a bop. It's kind of like a low-key chill banger, which I like. As far as Will Smith himself, I mean, it's whatever. It's okay. I mean, Will Smith is career-wise is not career-wise, but you know what I mean. Has aged poorly. Let's say that the relationship has aged poorly. But let's leave that out of this. Let's leave that out of the music. Let's keep it music, Patrick. Keep it music. Like I said, it's cool. I'm not crazy about it, so I'm just gonna put in the seats here. It's a vibe. I'll put in C. Now we have 2004 with Lean Back. Lean Back. This song is a banger, still a banger, almost 20 years old. Even the remix is fire too with Eminem and Lil Jon. If you haven't heard it, check it out. The song slaps. Say what you want about Fat Joe. Actually, I don't know what even would say about Fat Joe. But he knows how to make hits, and this song's fire. Love the beat, great chorus. You can't not bang your head to the shit. So I'm putting Lean Back by Fat Joe and the Terror Squad and Remy Ma. All versions of the song. It's classic. So timeless, goes in the S. On to 2010, that Eminem I don't like, and that is Love the Way You Lie with Rihanna. How can you not like this song? Why? Because not even just because it's overplayed, but I mean I don't know. When it comes to Eminem rapping about relationships, not the best version of Eminem. Even the chorus is kind of like it feels like dragged out, a little bit annoying. I'm just not crazy about this song. And again, it's tough to not let the overplaying of the song, especially when it's like this probably was number 1 on the top 100, I'm sure, across all genres. I could check that out afterward. Yeah, you've heard it enough, and even hearing it, even at first time hearing it, I wasn't like crazy about it. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, it's Eminem, it's Rihanna, you know, it's gonna work in some capacity, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'll shock everyone here. I'll put in a D. I'm skipping it, so not for me. In 2008, this is the last Flo Rida song here, and it's Low. In my opinion, his best club banger, and mainly because of T-Pain and that great chorus. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. But again, the artist's performance, it's T-Pain's song more than Flo Rida's song. I gotta hold that against it. But again, if it's playing in the club or you're at a party or whatever, in any of those kind of environments, you're bopping your head to it. You can't help but sing it. It is catchy, forgettable hooks. Like I said, this is really T-Pain's song. Similar to the realm of Fancy, but this is better than Fancy. So I'm gonna put in the B. Low. Next is 2013's Thrift Shop by Macklemore. Again, we're talking about overplaying. I mean, I was in college for this one, and this one got overplayed to death too. And even, you know, I mean, the chorus is whatever. I think it's a little bit annoying, and you know, Macklemore's got some cheesy, some quotables in there. I preferred the other song they had. I preferred "Can't Hold Us" over this one. This was just kind of like forcing itself to be like cool and edgy and like kind of comical hit song, but I'm not crazy about it, and I'm definitely skipping it. So not as bad as Right Around, though. I'm putting Thrift Shop in the D. Now we're on to 2017 off of Kendrick Lamar's Damn. We have Humble, and this song was a huge release. The visuals that came along with it, the visuals are better than the song itself, in my opinion. I'm sure in most people's opinion. I'm not really crazy about it. As far as his hit singles go, Humble, it's not that good. Not as good as everyone makes it out to be. There's an annoying quality to it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the beat isn't as like, you know, hard hitting as you'd want a Kendrick Lamar song to be. I mean, again, there's quotables in it. My left stroke just went viral, and this song did too. But it's not a bad song by any means. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. That's all I can say. And that's kind of how I feel about the Damn album. You can check out my Kendrick Lamar tier list for how I feel about that. But I wasn't crazy about that album either. And maybe the song is representative of that. It's borderline. I'm gonna put it in C though. Sit down. Now we're on to 1986, the first year represented in this tier list. I was -6 years old. It's Walk This Way, Run DMC, Aerosmith. Perhaps the first of its kind, or at least the first for hip hop, where it's a genre fusion of, in this case, rock and hip hop. And yeah, it's a great song. I'm not going out of my way, on Spotify or whatever to find it and play it, but it's definitely a great song. It's definitely important to the genre of hip hop, so we gotta recognize it for what it is. Iconic. Two iconic groups all getting together to make quite a song. Shout out to Rick Rubin and all the players involved in this. So I'm not putting it an S just because the playability for me. I mean, my age and the era of music I grew up with, but I gotta recognize it for what it is, and it is a great song. So we're putting Walk This Way in the A tier. Moving on to what I'm pretty sure is 2020, and that's The Box by Roddy Ricch. Again, meme worthy, but it is a banger. It does slap. And Roddy Ricch, there's an ongoing thing about how he's fallen off. And it is a great album. This album is great. But anyway, we're talking about the song itself. As far as hit singles go, and as far as this list goes, it's still a banger. It's only been, 3 to 4 short years since it's released. I still like it. It's not it's not like an easy skip for me. It hasn't aged poorly, so we'll give it that. No other strong feelings about it, so we're gonna give The Box. You'd think by now that like door squeak noise would be like annoying. It's not really annoying, honestly. I still think this is a solid song. I'm gonna put it in B. B for Box. 2011, we have Nicki Minaj, her only placement on here, with Super Bass, and this definitely is a good merge of hip hop and pop music and like electronic dance, all that in one. So I understand how important it is in that regard, but as a song, it's not something I'm going back to play. But it's solid. It's not really for me. And I think she's got better. She's got better hit singles than that. This is off the Pink Friday. Yeah, this is off Pink Friday. Yeah. So there's better songs on there, and I'm not. Again, when it comes to like rap going into pop, I'm a bit selective on that. So I'll put it in C. C makes sense. Next is 1987. We have the Beastie Boys with "Fight for Your Right to Party." There's a bit of recent resurgence with this one because of that clown Travis Kelce. He said that after they won each of his Super Bowls. Now he's dating Taylor Swift. That whole PR stunt of a relationship. Anyway, back to this. A year after you get Walk This Way, you get another fusion of rap and rock in one song. I mean, you can play the drinking game now of how many times I say I'm not crazy about it. So I'm not crazy about it, but again, for what it is, it's cool. Definitely not a bad song, and it's not an easy skip by any means. Beastie Boys, it is a classic, so for that, I'll put in the C category. Again, this is just my personal preference for these chart toppers. 2002, we meet again, Nelly, and this is gonna be, you guessed it, Hot in Here, Hot in Here, Hot in Her by Nelly. You can't deny it. As much as you want to say it's overplayed in club settings, it is still a banger. It's still very memorable, catchy. When you're drunk and the song plays on, you can't help yourself. Yeah, you gotta sing along to the shit. So Nelly Hahn here, Nelly was a hit maker, man, and he's one of the biggest selling rap artists of all time. Really thanks to that run he had in the early 2000s, very early 2000s. You got this song and Ride With Me to thank for that. So I did say timeless, and like I said, it's still bangs today, and people are still gonna go nuts for it. So for that, I'm gonna put an S. Personally, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put an A because I don't think it holds its weight as much as the other songs in S. I think this is. I'll put this an A. The overplay factor takes it down a notch to A. Next we have 1997 with Puff Daddy's "Can't Nobody Hold Me Down" with Mace. I had to actually look how that little image is made. I had to like squint and like use my finger to zoom in on my laptop to get it. Yeah, we got the Grandmaster Flash sample. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, this beat, you can't go wrong with it. Again, a great beat. Sampled a classic, and this is a classic in its own right. Definitely a vibe. And shout out to Mace and It Is What It Is with Cameron, showing me some favorability here. Not the best Puff and Mace song collab. I think you can guess what number one would be in terms of iconic. But anyway, this one's cool. I'm putting it in B. Moving on to 2007 is "Party Like a Rockstar" by the Shop Boys. Yeah, one-hit wonders are a bit of a theme here and for a lot of Billboard songs. I'm not gonna lie, this is a banger from high school for me. It's cool. Like I said, it's these songs, the verses are just forgettable for a lot of these, and this is definitely one of them. All I remember is the chorus off the top of my head. Good vibe. This is kind of like that mid to late 2000s is like that like swag era and shit like that. You know, swag surfing and songs like that. This fits that category too. It's all right. I can't be mad at it. So there's there's nostalgia factors in this tier list as well. So it's all right. I'll put in. Yeah, I'll put in C. That's how I'm feeling about it. I gotta put the bit of that nostalgia bias aside because it's all chorus. Nearing the end here, we have 1991 with "Summer, Summer, Summertime." This is that Will Smith I do like. This is Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. I was -1 years old, but the song is cool. Again, kind of like getting jiggy with it. It's like a low-key, chill banger. And you know, like the background vocals is cool. I mean, I like it a bit more than getting jiggy with it. Summertime, summer vibe. That's what it reminds me of. So I'll put it in B. That Will Smith I do like, not this cuck version that we're getting now. Now we have 2019's "Sunflower," Post Malone, Sway Lee, off the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Not really a banger either. It's one of the more, if not the most melodic track on this whole list. Again, if I remove the overplay factor and radio play, which I don't even listen to the radio anymore, it's okay. Take another shot. I'm not crazy about it. That goes for a lot of these pop songs. This is more of a pop song than anything else. This shows you this list is kind of showing you the development of rap on the Billboard charts as well. You can see like where the lines are drawn of like what's rap and honestly what's a pop song. Like Super Bass is, you know, definitely entering the pop territory. This is definitely in the pop territory. I'm going on and on about this. It's to me. So, I mean, I like it better than Thrift Shop, but I mean the wide range of D here. Honestly, I'll put it in C. Bit of a vibe, so I'll put it in C. I'm feeling too strongly about it. Lastly, we have the year 1996 with "Boom Boom Boom Boom." Bone Thugs and Harmony, "Crossroads," and this one slaps. This one's again, it's not like super upbeat, but it is catchy. Good rapping performances throughout, and singing too. It's cool. Good harmonizing, Bone Thugs. So it's it's a memorable song, but is on the level of the 5 I have in S right now. I'm sure for people a bit older than me, people like maybe 80s babies, this would be like an easy S. But for me it's not. So it's great. I'm not gonna budget to put an S though. But shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Maybe a bit of a generational gap, but I'm gonna put Crossroads in the A. Close though, but I'm putting it in A. And just a sidebar here, I looked at 2022 and the year-end Billboard list for that. And the top charting rap song was First Class by Jack Harlow. Hate to say it, but definitely not crazy about that one. That the sample pretty much carries and does the work for Jack. So I would have put that in C. And this concludes my tier list. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Let me know where I went right. Let me know where I went wrong. Please leave your thoughts, comments, feedback in the comment section. Once again, thank you guys for watching. These are my thoughts, my tier list. Stay blessed.